Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching Bottom Line for Kids. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our new space and you're about to learn why the mission of Southern Christian is so important.
This year, since we were once again unable to celebrate Bottom Line for Kids altogether, we decided to showcase this event with smaller in-home parties with this video presentation serving as the entertainment. As with last year, Jamie and her board said the show must go on, and so here we go. I'm Jeff Good, and for 2 decades, I've had the honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies for Bottom Line for Kids. From the year I impersonated Frank Melton, for whose infamous TV commentary on WLBT TV3 this event is named for, to this year, as I speak to you through a video camera, it's been my perennial joy to help share the stories of the work being done at Southern Christian Services. After hearing the stories of vulnerability and the overwhelmingly positive, transformative power of the love Southern Christian Services provides to the children and youth we serve, you can't help but be hooked and driven to do all you can to support Jamie and her team of angels. But now, before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you download the HandBid app. This is the smartphone app that we use to run our auction and all the great items up for bid. It only takes a minute. Download it, enter your name, you're ready to bid. All our auction items are displayed with pictures and information so you can make your best offer. If you're having any trouble finding or activating the app, fear not. All instructions about HandBid are on our website, scscy.org. In the next few minutes, you'll see some videos, 3 of them, very impactful. The first video highlights our PALS Homeless program. Please listen to Michaela's story about how her journey brought her to where she is today. The second video talks about the Havens family. Theirs is a remarkable story about a family adopting 3 autistic children. Such an inspiring story, truly. But I must say, I've kind of seen this story before, in that so many loving families have been featured over the years here at Bottom Line for Kids. The common thread, unselfish love, acceptance, and patience. And the Havens family possesses these qualities in spades. The last video is about our supporters, who each share a special connection with Southern Christian for incredibly significant periods of time. Each of these individuals dedicates his or her prayers, presence, gifts, and services to Southern Christian, allowing Christ's love to be shared with hundreds of Mississippians. Now, watch these amazing stories while enjoying the best of food, fellowship, and of course, our online auction.
I guess I got used to it at a point, you know, when you deal with family members and you think that's all you have, so you just okay, I don't know, at that mindset I just expected the worst all the time. I didn't really think positive. I just thought survival. That's really what I thought. I just went to work. I just want to work. I want to just get away and be better. My goal was to be better. I'm not going to be who they say I'm going to be, what they say I'm going to do. No, I'm going to be who I am, and I'm going to persevere through all this. My aunt had got really upset, and she had locked me outside when it was raining. It was 12 o'clock at night. A lot happened that night, but I was on the phone with my teacher, thank God, the whole time, who was there for me. And she told me to call the hospital. They sent me to Brentwood. And that was my second time going to Brentwood. So I'm in an adult unit because I was 19 at the time. And that's how I got into Southern Christian Services. They picked me. They picked me, and it made me really happy because they knew that, you can ask Mr. John or Miss Noreen, they knew that I needed it. They were like, Michaela, you don't have to work. I had a job. And they helped me with therapy, not only therapy, but to reach most of my goals. And they just really helped me. It's not just me, just a shelter or things. They really help. They honestly help you. You ready? We're moving into my new dorm for the fall semester so I can finish and get my associate's degree with Mr. John. Woo!
Michaela has been with the PALS program since August of 2020, so over a year. When she first came to us, one of the biggest things about her was that she had a lot of anger. Over time, I've seen some of that anger soften. She's been through a lot, and she's had a lot of challenges and had a lot of obstacles in her path, but she's motivated to overcome those obstacles and to get to where she wants to be.
I'm so proud of her. She just doesn't know how strong she is, because that's a lot. Like, that is a lot to deal with. She's going to accomplish everything she sets out in life. She really is.
More than 20,000 teens exit the foster care system in the United States every year without a family. We lived in a house of neglect and abuse and fear of going hungry. I actually used to hide Pediasure cans under my bed just so I would be sure I'd have something to eat the next morning.
Rose was 13 when we got her, and I just think that she has enriched our life in ways that I can't put into words. Both of the girls are daddy's girls. Malachi's more mama's baby. Sophie would respond to music. I mean, this child that was nonverbal, that you couldn't reach, we reached her through music. We got to watch Malachi do a lot of firsts. If you look at his drawings, you can really see his storytelling and where he's trying to figure out life. The parents decided to give up their rights, and we couldn't, our life, well, I'm gonna cry because I couldn't imagine my life without him. Most of these kids are just wanting somebody to love them and then to have that person in their life that always has their back. People always tell us, and that's what I find amazing, they'll say, oh, they're so lucky to have y'all, but they don't understand that we are the lucky ones. We're the ones that are blessed to have them.
As humans, we tend to fear the unknown, especially when it comes to fostering teens. That's why Southern Christian is here. Please contact us for more information about how you can change a Mississippi teenager's life forever.
Love everything about this campus. I love everything about this college, and I cannot wait to finally get started.
My wife Deb and I have always had, I guess you could say, a soft spot in our hearts for vulnerable children, and also children who suffer injustice, unfairness. Unfortunately, in Mississippi, we have a lot of children who suffer a lot of injustice and inequity, unfairness. And Southern Christian Services has, because of what it does, its ministry to those kind of children, it's just been a natural place for us to be supportive of. I mean, we really appreciate having it to live out our concern for those children. To me, one of the beautiful things about Southern Christian Services and serving on the board right now is whether you're talking about the board members or whether you're talking about the staff. You feel like whatever service, leadership, commitment of time and energy they're given to the organization, it's because of the children of Mississippi. It's not because of any, glory for themselves. It's for others. And we have such great need in Mississippi for children, and it's satisfying to be working with that kind of staff and with our fellow board members who have that sort of commitment to others.
Wow. After watching these videos, we can clearly see the positive and life-affirming impact to those Southern Christian Services have served throughout the years. How extraordinary it is to know that through your prayers, presence, gifts, and services, we can make a difference in so many children's lives. At the helm of Southern Christian Services is our president and CEO, Jamie Himes. Working with her staff and board, Jamie is proud of the fact that 93% of the funds we raise go directly towards our programs, so we can serve the most children, youth, and families possible in the state of Mississippi. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Jamie Himes.
Thank you for supporting Bottom Line for Kids. I hope you've enjoyed watching our videos and learning about both our PALS program and our foster care program. And although both those programs are near and dear to our hearts, it's not all we do. We also have 2 therapeutic group homes for boys. One is located in Grenada and the other's in Fulton. We have a child abuse prevention program, a post-adoption crisis and support program, which includes respite care, and a wonderful outpatient counseling clinic specializing in the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder for crime victims, regardless of their family's ability to pay. You can find information about all our programs, as well as annual reports, staff profiles, and statewide office locations on our website, scscy.org. The outcomes of Mississippi's foster and homeless youth directly impact our economy and cities. According to the Casey Foundation, youth aging out of the foster care system are more likely than the general population to commit a crime, to experience homelessness, to develop post-traumatic stress disorder, and to be unemployed. They're 7 times more likely than the general population to develop a drug and alcohol addiction. 25% of the girls aging out of foster care will give birth by the age of 20, and 40% of those mothers give birth again by age 22. And 45% of the youth aging out of foster care are homeless within 1 year of leaving the system. 45%. In addition to those statistics, medical research is very clear. The early childhood trauma our youth experience directly impacts their health outcomes. Adults who have suffered early childhood trauma have a significantly higher risk of developing things like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and other serious medical conditions. All the children and youth we serve fall into these statistics, and this is why the work we do is so important. As we begin our 33rd year of serving Mississippi's most vulnerable children and youth, I'm inviting you to become our partner. There are many ways that you can serve alongside us. Go to our website, give us a call, or email us. We'll be happy to meet with you. Let's talk about what God's calling you to do for our youth. If you're a business owner or you're interested in how you or your employer can financially support our mission, please check out the Children's Promise Tax Credit. Businesses can donate up to 50% of their state tax liability to Southern Christian and then receive a dollar-for-dollar tax credit in return. There's an application and an approval process, but it's all outlined on our website. So do your research, talk to your tax professional, then give us a call. We'll walk you through it. You can decide how your tax dollars are spent and where they go. It's a wonderful program. Trustmark was the first business to use this tax credit to donate to us, and their donations totaling over $1.1 million have changed the trajectory of our organization. We are dedicated to our mission to serve and equip vulnerable children and youth so they can become self-sufficient contributing members of society. We're passionate about this, and we'd be honored to have you join us in creating brighter futures for all Mississippi's children.